Friends, this portal is no joke. I am in complete amazement with how when we truly just let go of control, create, stop trying to problem solve, play, live in devotion instead of doubt, embody all that you are instead of efforting your way through all that you think you need to be. It is so easy when you allow yourself to play and create in the unknown. I have just had the most magically flowy day ever. And it started with today, me bringing through what I brought through for Messy Magical Magnetic, feeling the call to share yesterday's video as I felt called to, which was very uncomfortable for me for all the reasons. But what has come from that is wild to me. I cannot share the full story yet, but we just got to trust. You've got to trust in what you feel called to do, especially when it doesn't make sense. Like even the little simple things, like that made my life easier yesterday. Just sharing what I'd already channeled through, which I felt was meant to be heard by someone. And apparently many of you were meant to hear it. But what has come from that, for many reasons, I can't wait to share the story. Not today, because Zero wants to come through for you. I hear that they have a very powerful message that is not going to be for everyone. That's what they told me. And I'm not in fear. I used to be in fear when they would tell me these things, and then I wouldn't record or I wouldn't share the message. But we're beyond that now. So I'm not going to go into all my human details right now. That'll be for Messy Magical Magnetic, but I will share parts here because it's so good. I love being living proof for you of how the more you just live in flow and ease and effortlessness and embodiment in devotion to you and just being and creating as you want to, how much the law of divine compensation truly supports you. You will be rewarded with just connections in places and times when if you had done things different, this wouldn't have aligned, and it's just wild. It's so fun to play and create in the 5D and beyond. And this portal that we're in right now, I cannot express enough how much, like, Neptune being about to be in Aries right after this solar eclipse with the Aries new moon, like, friends, no matter what you do, ultimately, I would love if you did Beyond the Portal with me and Zero on Saturday, but truly, honestly, no matter what you do, there's never been a more important time for you to choose you, no matter what that means. Don't make sense of it. Don't figure it out. Follow the call. Even if it makes no freaking sense and your ego can give you all the reasons why you should do things the way you used to do them, do it different. Do it different. I know there's everyone receiving this. There's ways that you are not following the call to do things differently than you've done before. And you're going to know what that means. And I feel like Zero's message is going to take us deeper into this. So if you feel called to, close your eyes. If not, that's fine. But breathe with me. Fully inhaling, fully exhaling. Placing your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly for fun. Just for fun. Just play with me. And fully expand your heart, your belly, your sacral. On your inhales, fully expand your whole being. Tap in, tune in, connect into your heart, into your creativity. Open to receive all that you need right now in this moment. And on the exhales, just soften and surrender to whatever is here. Hello, beautiful beings. We love you so much. We keep telling you this. Maybe this is your first time here, but you've been receiving these messages. You've been receiving the same messages over and over and over again. It is time for you to follow through. You're overcomplicating it. You're thinking too much. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to find the answer. You're trying to find the guidance. This is it. If you choose for it to be, it's time for you to do it differently. No matter how big or small it seems, make that choice for you, the one you want to make for you, especially when it doesn't make sense to you. The things that you've always thought this is how you're supposed to do it. You've been told this is how you have to do it. But there's a deeper knowing calling you to something different. That is where the catalyst is right now for you. It is not necessarily, for most of you, it's not going to be what you think it is. It's going to be so much bigger than that. And you can only know if you go into the unknown. You can only know if you really trust in like why this just feels right. Your logical mind will try, your ego consciousness will try and justify, try and create, try and figure out what to do, how to do, when to do, why to do. But there's a deeper knowing within you, a calling, a resonance, drawing you to something different. We want nothing more than to play and create through you, with you. And when we say we are source consciousness. So whatever higher consciousness you have contracts with is trying to access you in the now. And we need you to be in alignment, in frequency, and receive the miracles. And you're not going to know what it is before you receive it. And right now where you're going is where you've never been before. No one else has been. So the way isn't going to make sense. You've got to trust. And even if right now, for some of you, we know you have visions and dreams and desires and plans, and you have things you're working on, and they're working out, and things are manifesting and magnetizing, and you're seeing more and more how being all-knowing, how being in miracle mode, how creating and playing in the unknown is working more and more. It's even easier. It's even more fun. It's even better. We promise you it's so easy. As we used Courtney this morning as your living proof, let it be easy. Stop thinking that you know who and what and how anything is going to be received. And just do and create and play how you want to in that now moment with Source, with the consciousness that is here. That is ultimately you. But the more that you let go of thinking, allow the thinking to happen, but don't hold on to it. Don't identify with it. Your ego isn't going anywhere. Love it. Love it. It's a part of your human journey. Just don't let it control you. Don't let it make the decisions for you. You are all powerful, all knowing, all loving source consciousness in a human form, and you know where you're going, and you're there to ride the frequency. You're there for the experience. You're there for the remembrance. You're there to experience more and more of what you are. That's why you came to play this game of life, light, love on earth. And we're here to remind you of that. So right now, if you received this in this portal that you're in, because friends, March 2025 is unlike any other time on earth. And on the other side of this portal, literally nothing will be the same. It will be so hard for you to hold on to the same paradigms and belief systems. You will be seeing things differently. And that's really all that's happening is you're seeing you more. The veil is so thin, and the veil is your thoughts. The veil is your imagination. And for all of you here receiving this, it is getting harder and harder for you to not see the truth of you, the light of you, to not feeling called higher, to not be, you're being drawn more and more to things that feel good for you, that maybe don't make sense to your ego. You're believing more in the unknown, in higher consciousness. You're receiving more messages. But it's an in the now experience. So the veil is your thoughts, your imagination, your paradigms, your belief systems. And it's when you're here now, conscious, shining the light that you are on the now moment, you're seeing right through all the bullshit, right through all the beliefs, right through all the trauma and the drama. You're still in any way trying to hold on to the limitations and into the unknown, into the limitless possibilities. You're seeing others thriving in the unknown, in the new earth paradigm, not just talking about it, living it, experiencing it, having things manifest out of thin air that are what they've always wanted but didn't know that they wanted. Courtney is your living proof of that. You are here now to enjoy. You are worthy. You wouldn't be receiving this if it wasn't true for you. But friends, everywhere that you're currently efforting embody. That's it. That's it. That's the cheat code. Be in devotion to you, being and living here now, embodied in your light. The outside things can look the same, but your embodiment of your truth of your light and you shining your light on that now moment, on that thing, on that conversation, you will see through all the veils. And then you have to trust in what feels right for you, especially when it doesn't make sense for you. This Aries new moon and this solar eclipse, the more that you resist your divinity and your truth, and you don't just be the identity you want to be, because you're still going to have an identity as long as you're in that human body, but you now get to be the one creating that. Not all of your part-time personalities and all of the previous versions of you, the true you. It is going to continue to be harder and harder for you to deny your divinity. So you might as well just own it and embody it and be it. There's literally no better time, as Courtney just brought through for you, than this. Where you're going on your planet at this time has never existed on Earth. We can't tell you that enough. And when Neptune goes into Aries, you are going to literally, there's no way. If you're receiving and resonating with this, if this is resonating, maybe not to your logical mind, but you're feeling into this excites you, ignites you, creates curiosity in any way, what is going to be revealed to you on the other side of this 3-3 portal, in 333 portal in April, and everything beyond that is just going to be revealing more and more of how incredible you are, of how free you are, of how innately brilliant you are at all the things that you love doing. And many of those things you don't even know that you love doing, but all of the things that you have within your human alchemy are going to start to reveal how they're here to create a life beyond your wildest dreams, because you're living it. You're not planning for it in the future. You're not figuring it out. You're not fixing the past. You're here living. And when we say you're here to be living proof, hear those words, living. You're living there now, in that now moment, as the proof that you are of manifestation in the new earth, because you're present, embodied in your divinity and light. And again, these are just words. But once you actually are just living it, not knowing it, which there's really no proof of anything other than what's here now and what exists, and really just that is what you're seeing through your paradigm and your lens, which is really all just an illusion. And it's all a paradox. So you might as well just have fun. And if you're here receiving this, you will get here where you're just free living beyond the words. And we're here to continually remind you and reveal to you the truth of who you are. And that's just it. It's a revealing and it's a remembrance beyond the veils of the lies you've held on to in your mind of who or how you have to be. But you have to choose to be that identity of you that is free, that is living limitlessly, that is enjoying your journey, that is here now. And that's all you have to do. And the more you do that and you let go of all the ways you used to be and you begin and do it differently. You begin and do it differently. Just like we had Courtney this morning. Do it a little different. Share messy, magical, magnetic. Even though in it we said specifically, you're only going to hear this in that. Yeah. Because there are no rules. There are no rules in the 5D other than love and light. That's it. You can't act out of judgment, out of fear in the 5th dimension of consciousness and beyond. You can have access to those places, but to actually be there embodied in your divinity and light, you have to be loving yourself and everything else. And that is literally just being present, not resisting your divinity and your reality in that now moment, your humanness and your light, being there, honest with yourself, intimate with yourself, feeling, playing, creating in the now, not trapped in your mind. Playing old memories in history, which are all just illusions, and playing thoughts and predictions of the future. You'll have the visions that are meant to excite and ignite you and call you forward for a reason. So when you feel called to do something out of the norm, do it and then see what's revealed. We rewarded Courtney very highly today for doing what we called her to do, even though her ego consciousness had all of the reasons this morning not to. And then we rewarded her with all the opportunities to keep her too busy that she couldn't record anything else. And now she's brought this through after sharing the video with you today. And her ego consciousness is still scared that others won't like it or they think it's just a sales pitch. No, but we know that there's a view that will resonate with our words. And there's so much more we have to create through Courtney in that container. And if you're meant to be there, you'll know that. And so many of you, because you spent so long in the fourth dimension of consciousness and you have a lot of ego consciousness and a lot of spiritual ego that is telling you how you should be to be in the new earth and how you should be to be of service and it should be free and all of these things. What industry, what career do you know on your planet other than the spiritual one where people aren't paid? Would you expect? Yeah, maybe it'd be great if you didn't have to pay your dentist or your lawyer or your mechanic, but they all need to pay their bills. And so all of you that are here to be of service, to bring through higher consciousness, to create what doesn't exist in your own way, do you not deserve to be supported and rewarded for that? Absolutely. And that comes through many other ways. Like money is nowhere near. And you all know that, all of you here in the new earth, like it's nowhere near the top. You want to live. Success is living. It's embodying. That's why we had Courtney share those audios, because literally this creation of Messy Magical Magnetic is the most successful she's ever felt, because it's the easiest thing, no effort, just embodiment, and it's magnetizing who it's meant to. And that's it. And that's what you're all here to do, is to just create and play and find the balance of the harmony and balance of humanness and divinity. So if your humanness can't fully trust, you'll be supported. Do the things that you feel you should do if you are too afraid to let go of them, but start to follow the call of what is calling you to it, with curiosity, with passion, with interest, and just see what happens. But if you continue to doubt it and you don't devote to you, you're just going to continue to be in the paradigm of doubt. As long as you create the belief system that it's not safe for you, that you won't be supported, that maybe Courtney is because she's different in some way than you, but you're all source consciousness. You're all one. You're just your own expressions. And we want nothing more than to reward you with everything you need on this journey so you can bring through what you're meant to bring through, which doesn't exist, which just happens through you co-creating and playing with us in the now. We just want to play with you. That's all we want to do. But we need you here, willing to play and create and go beyond your mind. You're still going to have it. There's nothing wrong. Your ego consciousness is here on purpose. So see it, allow it, observe it, be the observer of the observer. You see all the things your human ego is doing. You see all the things you're doing. So none of that can be you, because you're seeing and observing it. You're not this Mike. You're not Courtney. You're observing her. Right? When you look in the mirror, who's observing that? When you're hearing, feeling, knowing your thoughts, who's observing that? You are. The truth of you that we speak to, but we're here to wake up and remind of your truth. And we're calling you now. The cosmos are calling you. You are seeing and feeling and receiving things because the veil is so thin, it's hard for you to believe the belief systems and the paradigms you've been holding on to. But your subconscious mind is holding on to a lot of ways that have kept you safe. So just make the little choices every day that feel aligned, that feel good, that you want to. That's all you have to do. You're overcomplicating it, friends. You are overcomplicating it, and you're continuing to question. You're continuing to question. You're listening to our videos and still questioning, needing more proof. And we can continue to tell you all the same things again and again in different ways, and we will. But you aren't going to experience what you're here for until you choose to be the identity of you that is just living. as the proof in the now of all that you are, which there really aren't words for. There's just you there now, being, creating, playing with the unknown. So even though it's uncomfortable, like we used Courtney this morning, and her ego gave all the reasons and has tried all day, but we kept her busy in ways she couldn't say no to then have her just have to share it or not put up a video. Because we know that there's a few of you that really needed to receive what we brought through. And so she did it. And here you are. Maybe you didn't receive yesterday's, but you're here now receiving this for a reason. It's all spontaneous. There is no coincidences. You receive what you receive when you receive it. And then due to your paradigm and your perspective and where you're at in your frequency and consciousness and ascension journey, you're going to receive what you need. And it may trigger you, may activate you, may inspire you, may contract you. Just like everything in your human journey. You're there for the polarity and the duality and really the paradox of it all. You're never going to figure it all out. So have fun. Create and play as you want to. Okay. So, what have we told you today? Just breathe and receive what has come through for you. What do you know it's time for you to do differently? Just because that's what you're hearing. What is it time? We promise you, if you're still listening to this, even if you feel like you're making it up, follow that. If you're like, I just feel like I'm supposed to start brushing my teeth with the other hand. That's what it is, friends. I'm supposed to stop eating gluten. I am supposed to sell my house and move across the country for no reason other than that's what I feel called to. Are you going to trust that call? It's up to you. This is your game. So we just want to help you play it to win. And the only way you can win, well, you're winning regardless at the game of you, but we want to help you play it to have fun, to enjoy, successfully, to thrive. We want you to thrive as the new human in the new earth. That's our contract with you. We are here to speak to all the new humans in the new earth with the light codes and the DNA within your human body that are make it so that you on this human journey can fully live as a 5D being and beyond. But you have to choose that that's true for you if it resonates for you. And you're then there to be the living proof of what that means by what you do and what you create and how you manifest and magnetize whatever you're meant to when you're the light that you are, because you're embodied and devoted instead of doubting and efforting and resisting. It's easy. It's easy if you just play and let us lead. And ultimately it's you leading, but it's your highest consciousness, your superconscious mind that will lead you through resonance and frequency and energy in the now. So just do what you feel called to, even if it terrifies you, even if it makes no sense to you. And maybe everyone unsubscribes, maybe others don't resonate. Who cares? If it feels good for you. Would you not rather have a life created on you just being and loving and trusting and playing all day as you want to, than one where you're continuing to have to hustle and struggle and force and fix and prove and do all the things that you've done for enough years? So stop questioning and just be. And we know that's so frustrating when you just want the answers before you get there. This came to you for a reason. Let this be the answer, the confirmation, the guidance you need to do what you want to do. All we want to do is play with you in the now so you can create what you are meant to, so you can receive all of the abundance with ease that you need to live limitlessly. So that's our message for you today. If it resonated, it was for you. If it didn't, it wasn't. Just like everything else in life. Chocolate isn't for Courtney, doesn't mean it's not for other people. Like, it's not that complicated. If it resonates, if it feels true for you in the now, it's true for you in the now. Follow it, trust it, enjoy it. Stop making it so freaking complicated for you. We promise you it will be. we're not going to let Courtney come back through today, because we want you now to just go and do whatever you're feeling called right now that doesn't make sense. Like, what is the thing that you have just been knowing and feeling you should do because you want to, or you just can't get it out of your head, or you just keep seeing others doing it and thinking you might like it, or you keep resisting posting it or calling them or ending that? What is it? The more you choose you right now, the easier it's going to be in this journey you're going through at the end of this portal. So this Aries new moon and solar eclipse is going to make it like there'll be no veil. It'll be so hard for you to deny and resist your divinity. And as Neptune is now going into Aries, and everything else that is going to happen for you on this human planet that is activating and awakening these codes within you, the more you resist, the more uncomfortable it's going to be. So just trust. And you are where you are right now, so meet yourself where you're at. And it may be a simple little shift, and it may be one that feels completely life-changing. Trust. Not us. Although ultimately you're just trusting you. You found this video, and it's resonating how it's meant to, and we're here to call you higher, always. But it's you who has to make the choices and follow through. And we are speaking to you, leading you, guiding you through frequency and energy all day when we speak as source consciousness. Because higher consciousness is leading and guiding you through your superconsciousness, which is the infinite intelligence that you are, that is guiding and leading you through resonance and frequency and energy. So where right now is the frequency, the energy calling you, what is resonating is true for you. And if you still think nothing, we guarantee you're overcomplicating it. You're still questioning and doubting. You want the proof. You want us to literally specifically tell you what it is for you. And you might even message and email Courtney to tell you exactly what it is. It's not how it works, friends. You're there to create what doesn't exist. So you're still on the journey of that creation. And it's a constant co-creation with the now. So you just have to be there, present, embodied in your divinity, playing, moving as source. You're never anywhere other than there. So just be there, present, and receive. Okay? You get it? Perfect. We love you so much. Please, if you feel called, join us on Saturday. As we keep telling Courtney, this is going to be a next level beyond the portal. And yes, we said that last time. And you, if you're meant to be there, will be there, and you'll receive what you need. But this is the completion of multiple portals. And the more that you're present and receiving consciously in the now, the easier it's going to be for you to embody your divinity as Earth shifts. And this, like, it's a constant shift, but all the shifts you've been going through recently have been leading to this. And the more conscious in the now and super conscious you go into this next time on Earth, which you're going, regardless of what paradigm you choose to be in, and the less you resist your divinity, the easier it's going to be. You don't have to trust us. You definitely don't have to join us, but we're here to play and create through Courtney with all of you that are in resonance with us and with her. So if you want to play with us in the portal of this Aries new moon, solar eclipse, and so much more that we will share with all of you, we're going to share some things on Saturday that let your heart lead and guide you if you're meant to be there. Okay, this is a resonance thing, and then your heart will blow your mind. And we will leave it at that. We love you so much. And if there's anything you receive from this, please, please, please stop questioning you. Trust. Stop looking for the proof and be it. Do what you feel called to. There's never been a more powerful time than now. And you're here to create. You're not going to find the proof because you are it. We love you.